first time on the morning show, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Dina and I are, breaking records now.
That's right. Yeah, it's a morning of firsts,
Exactly,
right?
that's
We
right.
appreciate you both getting up early here. Well, look, let's start with this budget deficit here, $1.2 billion, a lot of money, big gap to fill. Your CFO said there's a chance that property taxes could be increased. Where does it stand as of this morning?
Well, I'm not going to propose a property tax increase in my budget proposal. Look, over the years, we have seen, budgets that have not reflected the values of the people of this city. And as someone who has grown up in the working class, a middle child of 10, I can tell you.
Dude, here we go with this damn BS. First of all, we already heard at the city council meeting that you are proposing raising property taxes. So you're sitting up here lying on WGN, a fairly liberal network, so I'm not surprised there. And who cares about you being a middle child? Why the hell you keep bringing that up? That is really starting to get on my nerves, dude. You do, and my thing is this. I'm so tired of him acting like he's so relatable to the people of Chicago. First of all, dude, you from Elgin. Second of all, nobody cares. You know how many middle children out here that's out here struggling? Like, give me a damn break, dude. Stop trying to make it seem like you're so, I'm so humble. I have kids and I have that. Like, man, get to the damn budget proposal. What are you going to do to get us out of the $1.2 billion deficit? He's always trying to throw everybody off course.
The struggle each and every single day that working people experience in this city to make ends meet, it's real. And so I'm going to put forth a budget package that calls for progressive revenue so that we can continue to make the critical investments to build more affordable housing, to invest in our behavioral and mental health care services, invest in youth employment.
Dude, it's not a mental health problem. It's a crime problem. You think these people that are committing these crimes are crazy or something? They know exactly what they're doing. This is why Chicago is a pile of shit. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. This dude is a clown. What makes you think these people have mental health issues? Why can't they just be bad people and they just want to do it just because they want to do it? You never thought that to be a thought? I don't know. This is the worst mayor on the planet.
And ultimately drive violence down in the city of Chicago as we continue to see homicides fall, robberies, shootings, shooting victims. We're going to work to build the safest, most affordable big city in America. We're going to create a budget that reflects our values, and we're not going to balance that budget off the backs of working people.
And I'm sure people feel really good about that because it was stressing them out.
No, we don't. This dude is do you guys even realize why we're in the $1.2 billion deficit to begin with? Because we spent over $700 million on illegal migrants. These people are getting benefits out of the wazoo. That's on top of free health care. So yeah, I mean, that could play a part. And then you don't want to work with ICE. You don't want CPD to work with ICE. So you'll want to keep the illegals here for some strange reason that's doing the heinous crimes. And on top of that, he wants to tax you, the American payer, and basically pay for this deficit at this point. If you live in Chicago, excuse me. But if you live in Chicago, he basically wants you to get us out of this deficit. What budget plan do you have? Because we know you're going to raise property taxes and you're going to tax everything else alongside that. Sugar tax, tobacco tax, liquor tax, everything you can name. He's going to tax it.
There are a lot of economic challenges right now. You talk about this idea of progressive funding. Where exactly is the money going to come from? Because we need state help to kind of institute some of that progressive funding. And there's a huge budget deficit.
Yeah, look, we're going to close that gap. We're going to find ways in order to make government more productive, right? So there are opportunities to do that, to modernize our budget system.
Where is that money going to come from? That was the question, by the way. And this is his answer. Let me go back.
Government more productive, right? So there are opportunities to do that, to modernize our budget system, to move into a more, 21st century form of governance. But look, there are a host of ideas out there around progressive revenue as we continue to mull through.
Like what? She's asking you, how are you going to do it? What are the plans for the budget proposal? This dude is a, oh my God. Let me relax.
The different variations and packages, I'm going to present a budget that ensures that we invest in our young people, invest in affordable housing, and invest in our community safety.
This dude is a jackass. And how are you going to do that exactly? Are you going to basically, long story short, he's going to tax the Chicago paying citizen? I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, long story short, that's basically what he's telling you what he's gonna do. We're gonna invest in the youth. We're not gonna increase property taxes, which is probably a lie. And let's just look into this, because I know it's another video, and here it is right here, guys. But I know he's lying.
Repeatedly during his campaign, he would not raise property taxes. But now, 18 months into office, Johnson must plug a $1 billion. Not raise property taxes. But now, 18 months into office, Johnson must plug a $1 billion budget hole.
Tomorrow, when he delivers the 2025 budget, he's informed some aldermen he will propose a property tax hike.
During the campaign, he said it multiple times.
I made it very perfectly clear that we're not going to raise property taxes, and it won't be on the backs of working people and middle-class families.
That was a lie. That was a bold-faced lie. Who was going to actually believe that? Probably I ain't gonna say it, but you guys already know the only people that
was then, this is now. The mayor has a $1 billion budget hole. While aldermen are still waiting to hear the details, they're reluctant to support a property tax hike.
Chicagoans already get hit with high property tax bills. And at the same time, for us to increase them time over time while Chicago is not in the most fiscally stable place, it makes no sense.
I would have to think about a property tax. There's a lot of things that my community wants to see prioritized.
Why is this an option? He said he wouldn't do it. Think if you're paying on a mortgage. If you're paying on a mortgage in Chicago, Illinois, dude, you're basically screwed. If this property tax increase passes, and then you got weirdos like Byron Cincho Lopez right here, who was probably going to be for the property tax hike because he wants to put that money in his pocket. And what if this does pass? Then what's going to happen to the budget? Is that going to fill the gap? A $1 billion gap? Please. How about we just file a subpoena on Brandon Johnson, see where all of the money went to, and just lock this man up. File an affidavit, file something on this man, please. We know where the money went. It didn't go to the people of Chicago, it went to illegal migrants.
The mayor's strongest allies suggest others should help.
I think that we have a governor, we have also a county president. I'm going to meet also with the president of the county. This is about the leadership of the state.
This is a shared burden moment.
The Civic Federation's Joe Ferguson says the city should consider layoffs or furloughs, eliminating vacancies for good, raising garbage collection fees.
Oh, okay. So now you're going to fire people. And I mean, I'm not surprised because this is what they did with the CTU, I believe, or the CPS, excuse me. They fired over 1,400 CPS teachers and staff members. Why? Doesn't Brandon Johnson support these people? Aren't you a part of the CTU, or you were formerly a part of the CTU? So why aren't you fighting for teachers to teach kids? All because kids aren't learning anything because the Board of Education sucks ass. Oh, okay, now I get it.
While the mayor announced a hiring freeze, labor unions, which helped get Johnson elected, they say no to any extensive cutbacks.
You can't ask people to join in shared sacrifice for something that you aren't being honest about in terms of its magnitude and its consequence. That's where we need to start. That's where leadership begins.
The mayor's team usually briefs.
See, and that's why nobody likes politicians. This is why no one likes politicians, because of that statement right there that he just said. You're lying. All politicians do is lie. Now, granted, I am for Trump, but he's more of a populist than a politician. And he's a right-wing populist too. And now you got people out there like Cenk Uygur saying, we need left-wing populists. And like that guy actually needs help. He needs a straitjacket. But seriously though, this is why nobody likes politicians. Because you guys always promise one thing, but then your nose start growing like Pinocchio. I would say, what, 4 months later? Look at the Napoleon Harris dude in Dalton right now. He's very questionable, guys. I think we're looking at Tiffany Henry 2.0. I'm following that guy. Okay? I'm gonna watch that guy like a hawk.
The aldermen ahead of the speech, but only select aldermen have been given a preview. The rest will receive more information tomorrow as well as Friday. A budget must be passed before December 31st.
Mayor Johnson.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, guys. I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't think the aldermen there and Brandon Johnson are competent enough to figure out a budget plan before December 31st, because I've seen these aldermen in person, guys. These people are stupid. These people are actually dumb. I could literally be a better alderman than them. I have no experience whatsoever, but I know I can for sure do their job better than them. And I'm not just saying that because I'm feeling cocky. These people are literally stupid. We're talking like dumb. Like, we're talking so dumb. My accent turned British sometimes. I'll be like, what is this? Because it's like they say and do so much outlandish stuff. It's unbelievable. Like, forget the Brandon Johnson line about him raising property taxes and things like that. We already knew he was going to do that. I don't know what you guys are not seeing. When this guy tried to raise, property taxes by $300 million, that got shut down. And then he tried again with another $100 million. I don't know if that passed or not, but I believe that got shot down as well. So then he did a $40 million credit line, and then that comes with interest. You have to pay that back plus interest. I even told him that at City Hall, but he's dumb. And now they're on a $830 or $40 million. What is that? I believe it's some type of budget plan when it comes to correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a $830 or $40 million. I think it's going to like infrastructure or something like that, but I think it's a cash bond. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these people do not know how to budget money at all. And JB Pritzker's no help either. That dude is a dumbass as well. Just sitting on his chair, eating a big bowl of chicken. Just, look at these dumb Negroes. Yeah, man. And I don't know if he's running for a third term or not. Who cares? But you guys can't put in socialists and expect it to work in a city like Chicago, where you really, really, really have to depend on capitalism for you to actually get money. Like tourist money. People love to see the big city. People love to see the Silver Bean. People love to come watch the Bulls. People love the Blackhawks. How the hell do you guys expect us to make money when you got YNs just on the street ready to shoot somebody? Downtown, that's our biggest attraction. Are you guys slow? I would have cops everywhere. I would have National Guard everywhere. I would make sure our biggest attraction that makes us the most money is the most safe. That's not a child would even know that. But I'm not even going to keep ranting, guys. Brandon Johnson's a liar, clearly. He promised, I won't raise your property taxes. I won't increase this, and I won't increase that. But he's been trying to do it ever since he's became mayor. So, like I said, guys, you get what you voted for. And I just want to stress this. I did not vote for this clown. I did not vote for this jackass. OK, I have been a Republican my entire life. OK, I've never voted Democrat ever. I didn't even vote for Obama, even though I wasn't old enough yet. But still, I don't think I would have voted for him. especially twice. So you get what you vote for, man. And if you from Chicago, you guys got to start waking up when it comes to politics. You guys are really, really incompetent when it comes to knowing who your alderman is, what the laws are. This is why when y'all get pulled over, yo, you can't tell me what to do, and y'all damn near get shot. First of all, these people not finna play with y'all. I would rather you know the law, and if the cop is incompetent, then hey, that's a free lawsuit. But hey, black folks don't think like that. But yeah, guys, worst mayor ever. Honestly, I think this is the worst mayor in history. And Chicago's gonna burn. Chicago is gonna actually burn. They are comparing Brandon Johnson to Zoran Mondami. It don't get worse than that. They're saying if Zoran Mondami get elected as mayor of New York, it's gonna be just like Chicago. That's not a good comparison, dude. Okay. So if you guys want more videos like this, please make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you guys tune in next time. And if Brandon Johnson looks like a damn douchebag on methamphetamine, then please hit that notification bell. I'm out of here. Peace.